you are a business leader that also travel a lot, or at least some in your business, then you know how tiring it can be. It's different hours. There's no time for yourself, and you don't know where you have your things. It's very stressful, and it has all these little breaks of waiting time, and you don't really know what to do with them, and you get more tired than usual. I do a lot of traveling too, a lot because of clients and also for speaking, and sometimes also for my own learning, because I'm a firm believer that you have to learn yourself if you're going to teach others. And right now I'm going to show you, I am right now on Cyprus for a 4-day mastermind where I'm going to help myself to serve you better. And it is, right now it's lovely. It was a very tiring travel here, but I know I can deal with it because I've learned some strategies. Let me tell you about one of my clients. And she is a manager, a middle manager, and she has, you could say, responsibilities for people in 3 countries, in the States, in Canada, and also in Mexico. So they're all even different cultures. And sometimes it's at some time she's traveling a lot. Sometimes it's longer periods where she can stay home. And she is, when she's traveling, she's getting more and more tired and more stressed out. And we had this discussion on what are her 3 really big issues with this. What's the most stressful thing you have? And she said, well, where do I belong? Where are my things? Where is my family? Where am I working? And when we broke it down to what those challenges really were, she was always being so tired. She was much more on the edge, nervous during these times, and she did not know where she had her stuff. Those were the 3 big issues for her. So we went through and looked closer to them. And if we take the first part first, I would say that when you're traveling a lot, you have to be even more careful about your health. You know, those basic things: eating properly, eating good food with energy, not just calories. You have to be careful with your sleep as much as possible. I know it can be hard if you're traveling over time zones. And if you're traveling over time zones, then one tip is that as soon as you get on the plane, you set the clock for where you're going, because every time you're going to look at your watch, then you're going to see the time where you're going, so your brain is getting a little bit prepared. And also you have to be do exercise if possible. Take walks if possible. I know it can be hard, but it's even more important to be really careful about those things when you're traveling. And the next one, those being on the edge because your time is just cut in all those pieces. And what I usually teach is that use those short moments for relaxation instead of being, you get angry because you only have 10 minutes. Then I say, close your eyes for 10 minutes and think of some mini meditation. And I know there are different types. I usually use the one that I've learned, that is close my eyes and I say release slowly to myself, and I can let my shoulders down at the same time, and that will make those little short times as to help instead of being a distress thing. And the third thing, where do I put all my stuff? We also discussed how she could do that, and we decided she could have a shelf in a room where it was natural for her to put the stuff that goes with her traveling. So she always had the passport, and she always put things that belongs, like tickets or whatever, on the same place. And also she always had a specific nightgown that she only used for traveling. So when she washed it, she put it back on that shelf instead of in her ordinary closet. And the same with a couple of underwear and small things that she always wanted to have on her travels. And that way she always knew where she had it. So if we repeat, there are 3 things that Laura thought was her big problems, and I can see a lot of people think this is those main things that can be kind of hard to tackle. And it's being tired, where you have to care for your health a little bit extra. You can be nervous or on the edge, and where you can learn to mini meditate. And then the third, where do I have all my stuff that I want to have when I travel? It always gets lost. Then make a special shelf or a box or someplace in your home where you know you can have that stuff. And there you go. Hopefully this makes your travel so much easier, and if you like this, you can get more free tips on the link below or above this video. And if you have friends that could benefit from this information, please share this link with them. Bye.